Video from Uncle Joe, and primarily, but anybody else that it might help, that might find it online on YouTube. He just got out of the hospital, or he's going to get out of the hospital tomorrow, from what my mom says, and they're going to have to deal with changing that bag without the help of nurses and stuff. So I'm going to have to split it up into like 3 different videos. This video is just going to be kind of showing all the stuff we use, and part numbers and stuff, so he can figure out where to find it, and a quick explanation on how we use it. The next video I'll probably show how we dump the bag the easy way, because we've tried a lot of ways. And then the last video, in a couple days when I change my bag, we'll do a video on changing the bag using some of the supplies up here. So just a quick run through on the supplies. We'll start with preparation. My wife does all this stuff. This is like a hole sizer. You get them with your bags and wafers when you order them. Different companies have them. They're all pretty much the same thing. But you use them to measure your stoma, so you know how big to cut the wafer. We also use them for these stoma seals, to cut the stoma seals. And what these are is it's a super thin dressing. It's made by Costa Medical. It's a real small company. You can go to costamedical.com, I think it is, or you can Google search Costa Medical, or you can Google search Stoma Seal or Aqua Seal. The Aqua Seals are bigger, Stoma Seals are smaller. And what Jenna does, what my wife does, is she'll actually, you know what, we'll go into that later. I just want to kind of show you guys everything we're using. So these are the Stoma Seals. They're made by Costa Medical. They also make, and the Stoma Seals are smaller, we put those on first. These are the Aqua Seals, they're a little bit bigger. They're made by Costa Medical as well. You put those on after. These are the wafers that I started using. Actually, we were trying a lot of different things, and we were having a lot of problems, a lot of issues. Nothing was working really good for me. And when Grandpa passed, Grandma sent over his extra supplies, and it turns out that that's what works really good for me. This is the wafer. It's made by Convatec. This is a 45 millimeter.
It's a cut to size.
Yeah, this one's cut to size. 45 millimeter Convatec. I think that's the part number there. C49999 is the part number. And you actually measure your stoma with the measuring guide, and then trace it with a pen and cut it out. We like to use these scissors that are curved. So, but that's cut to size. This is the bag that we've been using. This is also Convatec. This is called a 2-piece system, because you got the wafer and the bag clips to the wafer. Some of them are together. It's a 1-piece system, but we like the 2-piece system.
This is like a Tupperware.
Yeah. And the bag is also made by Convatec. Reference number is 416417. I like it a lot because the opening is really big. It's a lot easier to clean out and change, and we like the opaque bags so you don't see shit. It's got the vent on it. So if it starts bloating up with air, from gas, it only gets so big, and it kind of eliminates a little bit of it. So that's the bag. For removing the bag and cleaning up, first thing we use is these All Care wipes, adhesive remover wipes made by Convatec. Reference number 037436. They come in a box of a bunch of them. Look like this. You rip it open. It's almost like an alcohol wipe, but it's got no alcohol. You want to make sure you get the no sting. That's why we got these, because for a while I was using the alcohol based, and it was fine until I started getting rashes, and then it burned like hell. So we use these for removal of the bag. And we also use this too a little bit too. If the wipe kind of gets dry, you got a couple spots that are hard to get. This is like a sting-free adhesive remover spray. You can kind of hit it.
The sprays are not covered by most insurance companies, just so you know, because they consider it a luxury.
But they work really good. Alcohol-free, sting-free. It's made by Convatec. Reference number 413499. Sensicare. It's just a little spray. So I mean, we just started our second can, and I've had my bag for 6 months. So it tells you how long it lasts. It's like $15 a can, but it lasts a long time if you don't use it a lot. So once you get the bag off, this is the cleaner we use to actually clean the area. I take, before we get into the cleaner, I guess we'll talk about these real quick. These white balls, you can get them from Home Depot. There's a couple different styles. I'm using the 41455 right now. There's different thicknesses and stuff, but any kind of white ball.
They're softer than paper towels.
Yeah, they're soft. They're pretty nice. You know, they're a little bit thicker. We cut them in half, and then we use them to kind of keep the area clean when we're changing the bag. You know, but we also use those with this. We'll fold them in half, close it down. You know, wash it up. So we use that for that. Also, we use these Scotch shop towels. You can get these at Home Depot too. They're a lot softer. They're really soft, but they're still a lot stronger. They're soft like paper towels, but they're stronger than paper towels. And you can get them wet in the sink and use those to clean up your area too. You know, when you're changing your bag. It's another thing we use. That's pretty much it as far as bag removal. That's what we use for those.
Yep.
And then when we're starting to put the new bag on, which we kind of already talked about, preparation with the stoma seals and everything. First thing I use is this cortisone 10, maximum strength. You want this exact bottle right here.
You don't want lotion.
You don't want lotion. This has got the soft fabric tip on it, where you can rub it on.
It's a liquid.
It's like a liquid, and don't squeeze the bottle like I did because you'll end up with it all over your stomach. It's a pain in the ass.
And the reason why this is used for him is skin irritation issues.
Right.
Some people may not have to use this, but this helps with itching.
Yeah, if you're not having any irritation at all, then you won't really need it. But once you get into irritation, this will help. So I use that first. I let it dry, and then we've got a couple different powders here. You've probably seen the stoma adhesive powder. You've probably heard the term crusting. We'll talk about that, you know, in a couple videos when we're actually putting on the new bag. But this stoma adhesive powder is easy to get. It's like this one here's by Convatec. A bunch of companies make it. I don't see a part number on here.
This one that I'm showing in the video right now, it's not coming out clear. This is obviously prescription, and this is for like fungal infections, yeast infections, stuff like that. You can ask your GI doctor to get you a prescription for this, and you just sprinkle some of this on. We'll show you at a later time, but that's what this one is. Yeah,
it's a powder as well. That helps with the when you're getting like a rash that's almost like a yeast infection or something. It's called Nystop. I don't know what the heck that says.
If they tell the doctor, nice.
Yeah, you tell the doctor, they'll get it.
And then the next one that we put on.
This is stoma powder.
I didn't get a close up of that one.
Okay, stoma powder. I don't see a part number on it. The stoma adhesive, but a bunch of companies make it. We got that from Convatec as well. And that helps for crusting, making a protective barrier. We'll talk about that. We'll show you how to do that later on a different video. Also, when you put the bag on, these are called Econ cohesive seals, Econ seals. They're made by Convatec. Reference number 8390002. They come in a box of, I think, 20. And they're round. This is a half of one. I actually rip them in half and use half, but they're round. They're so you can kind of mold them and stick them around your stoma before you put the whole bag on. But I rip them in half. I'll show you what I do with them later. I found a video on YouTube that works really good.
Those are used for leakage issues?
Yeah, this helps so you don't get the liquid leakage from a bad seal
going underneath the wafer.
Yeah, it goes on underneath the wafer, and it makes a better seal to prevent from leakage. So these are awesome. I just started using these a couple months ago, really, when I started having major problems, and I love them. So that's those. Getting out of the nitty gritty. Baby wipes. I use a crap ton of baby wipes when I'm changing my bag. They're awesome. We buy them by the case at Target. This one's almost out. But I mean, we'll buy a case for like $17 and we'll get, 3 weeks out of it, 2-3 weeks out of it, and I use the hell out of them. So I buy the unscented at Target. Those are the ones I like the best. We've tried a couple different brands, but these I like. Quart size storage bags. I get them at Walmart. We've tried Publix brand. They suck.
We've also tried Ziploc brand.
We tried Ziploc brand. They're not bad, but they're expensive. These Walmart quart storage bags. They're not. I don't even think they're the freezer bags, but these are awesome. I use them for dumping, which we'll show you in the next video. But these are awesome. I buy the big box at $80 for the house, and I buy a small box of $50 for when I'm on the road. We'll talk about that later. These are pretty cool. These they make all the different companies make them, but if you call around for free samples, you'll get a bunch of them for free.
Called Illiosorbs.
Illiosorb. They're basically just absorbing little bags. You throw them in your pouch, which you've been in the hospital for a while. They've probably already done this, but when you're putting your new bag on, you actually drop this whole thing in there, and when the liquid hits it, it dissolves. And when you're really watery, it helps kind of turn into a gel, so you don't have any leaking issues up top, you know, and so it's not so watery. So these are pretty cool. What's left? My peanut butter. My Peter Pan peanut butter jar. This thing is awesome. I got 2 of them. This is an old school one. I don't think they make them like this anymore. My dad had it laying around because he's a you know, a hoarder when it comes to anything that looks like it can be reused. But it's a pretty big can. You can see in my hand. It's probably, you know, 8 inches. It's a 40 ounce jug. You don't need a lid. You just need this because I'll show you how I do it later, but I'll just do a quick little. I actually take these Ziploc bags, I fold them around like that, and then I stick it in the jar, and then just kind of push it around the edge, make sure it's opened up real good. Now I can dump into that and clean all up, put all the wipes and all the cleaning stuff in there with it, pull it out, Ziploc it up, and throw it in the diaper thing, which is Diaper Genie, which is awesome. And every couple days we dump the Diaper Genie, but we'll talk about that more when I do the video for dumping. I think that's pretty much it for everything that we're using right now. We've tried a ton of different things to get to where we're at. I mean, we've tried multiple different brands, different wipes, techniques, different adhesives. Oh my god! You might notice that we're actually not even using any adhesives now. Like you're probably using an adhesive, I'm guessing. Most people probably are because that's how that's how you're taught. That's how you're taught out of the hospital. That's how we were. And the adhesives are what gave me my first really, really nasty rash, and it was bad. It was really hard to get rid of. But I got away from the adhesives using the stoma seals, and that made a big, big difference. So that's pretty much it for this video. I'm gonna put all this crap away, and we'll do another video showing you my the way that I dump. I like it. It's pretty easy. Yeah, the way that I empty your bag. Empty my bag. I love it because I could do it in the car. I could do it anywhere. You know, and I'm on the road all the time for work. So we'll do that one next. All right, Uncle Joe. Hope you're doing good, man.